What's up you guys, it's your girl CASwCOY back on this channel with another video. If you don't read that title, then you already know what today's video is going to be about. So without further ado, let's get right into it. If you haven't already, please make sure you click that like, comment, and subscribe button, and make sure you click that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And if you haven't already, please make sure you click that Linktree link so you can access things like my Discord, is where I answer all questions and concerns about my channel, and my Patreon, where I post exclusive sims and builds. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's get into today's mods video. Before I start today's video, I do want to talk a little bit about something that has the Sims community in a little bit of an uproar. If you've been following my channel for a minute, you would know that one of my very first viral videos was based on Anadius's cracked game method. Anadius has recently announced that they are quitting, so that means no more updates for the packs to come. I know that's a little bit disheartening to everyone, but as soon as I find a new method for you guys, I will make a video about it and let you guys know, whether that's on YouTube or my Patreon, so make sure you guys stay tuned. I will talk about this more in my next video, but right now let's get into today's mods. If you watched my previous video, then you do know that I had to restart my mods folder from scratch. So yes, you are seeing a new Sims family, and I'm going to be using this family to demonstrate the functional Cutwater by dreamy.xo. With the recent craze of Cutwater, I thought this was so cute to add into my game, and what makes it even better is that it is functional. It has different swatches and it has flavors like mango margarita, whiskey lemonade, strawberry margarita, and pina colada, along with many more. It's very simple. All you have to do is place the can on any functional surface, and you can drag it into your inventory. Once you click on it, when it's in your inventory, you can press drink and your sim will pull it out and drink it. I know it wasn't the best idea to demonstrate in front of the children, but overall I think it's a really cute addition to the game. The only thing that I do wish this mod came with were like some nice buffs that will affect your sim's mood, and I even like the little animations of when my sim is drinking it and she like pulls it back and makes a face. It's adorable. But that wraps up that mod. Let's move into the next one. This override I've already talked about in a previous mods video, so if you want to check that out, I have the video in the tags and in the description box below. This is the black painting art override by Slim as Sims. This makes it so that when your sim goes to an easel and they make their own painting, it will be like a black inspired painting. Now the next mod that I have paired with this is the painting animation override by SimCat2. I hope I said that right. This makes it so that when your sim does start to paint, they will pull out a chair and they will have like this kind of lean back relaxed pose. When I seen this, I just knew I had to download it because it just adds that little spark of realism that you guys know I love. I believe there's two different animations. I'm not sure if it's specific for guys and girls, but for some reason my sim keeps doing the laid back pose, but there is another one that you guys can check out on this person's Patreon. I like these two mods paired together. They look nice and work seamlessly. Let's move on to the next one. This mod is one that was requested a lot in my religion mods video. I finally got around to something that's functional and that works, and that is the prayer mod by Scandinism. This mod is really easy to work. All you have to do is find the prayer book and build by mode and place it somewhere functional. Your sim will have to be able to kneel or walk in that area. If not, it will not work correctly. Once you click on the book, you will have two options. You will have pray and then pray for good fortune. If you're lucky, you will get a deposit of money into your sim household account. I think this is a really cute and realistic mod to have in your game, especially if you're looking for diversity and inclusivity in your game as well. The only thing about this mod that I wish was added was maybe a buff or a notification, but other than that, it's a really great mod and I feel like you guys should download it whether you're religious or not. That pretty much wraps up that mod. Let's move on to the next one. This next mod is probably one of my favorites for realistic gameplay and storytelling, and that is Ellesimsworld's Age Assignments mod. At first, when I put this mod into my game, I was so confused on why it was not showing up, but if you read the instructions in the Patreon post like I did not do, what you have to do is type in testing cheats true. After the cheats are enabled, you just have to shift click on the sim that you want to assign an age to. Another problem that I kept running into while working with this mod is that I could not figure out why certain sims were not being assigned the correct ages. If you are encountering this problem, it's because you're not selected as the sim that you're trying to assign an age to. For example, if I was going to be assigning an age role to a toddler sim, make sure you have selected that toddler and you're playing as that toddler as you are assigning ages. If you are selected as an adult sim, for example, when you're trying to assign those age roles for the toddler, only the adult ages will pop up. I hope that makes sense. If you need more guidance, head to the creator's Patreon page. They can explain it better than I can. Now that we got the functionality of the mod out of the way, let's talk about the cute traits that come with it. When you assign an age, it will show up in traits like so. And for certain age assignments, you have different cute life milestones, which I thought was really great to add in game for realism. For example, you have Sweet 16 and it even comes with a cute buff. Again, this is a really great addition to your game if you play with a lot of storytelling or if you just like realism in your game like me. But that pretty much wraps up that mod. Let's get into the next one. This override is by the Pancake One, and this is the shoe removal animation override. This makes it so that the animation of your sim removing and putting on their shoes as they enter and exit the home is a little different. To activate this mod, you will need to go in the build by mode and have the no shoe sign somewhere outside or inside your home. So when your sim enters the home, they will take off their shoes now like this. I think it's really cute. It's another one of those little tiny minuscule details that just makes the game oh so much better. And then when your sim exits out the home, they will put their shoes back on. This override is really cute and straight to the point, but again, it's just one of those minute details that really changes the game for me. That's all for that override. Let's move on to the next one. This next one is not a mod, but it is a piece of CC that I could not wait to tell you guys about. Although it's not functional, it is still really cute and it's a really nice addition to my game. That is the Cosmetic LED mirror by Millie Nikki. The only functionality that it has is that it works as a normal mirror. It doesn't slide or anything, which is something that I might have liked to see with this piece of CC, but overall it's really great and I feel like you guys should download it. That wraps up that CC. Let's move into the last mod of this video. This last mod is a bunch of mods mixed into one. So first I'm going to start off with the Kiko Vanity hair tie mod. I'm going to move on to the Kiko Vanity girl maintenance mod and then the applying wig mod. It's very easy to function these mods. So with the hair tie mod, you just place the hair tie and bobby pin piece of CC on any functional desk or table. Once you click on it, you'll have the options of put hair up. Once you click on put hair up, you'll have a bunch of hair tie options. Whichever color you click on for the hair tie color is the color of hair you will receive. So as you can see, I clicked the pink and then my hair was pink and then I switched to black and then my hair is now black. And then you'll get this really cute boho knotless tied up ponytail. I feel like this is another good piece of CC for storytelling purposes. But that pretty much wraps up this part of the mod. Let's move on to the next part. The next part of this mod is the Vanity Girl Maintenance mod by the same creator. It comes with a really cute vanity bag that you can access in the build by mode. This vanity bag comes with so many different functions and I'm going to go through each one with you guys. The first one I'm going to demonstrate is the bonnet function. You can wear bonnets in all different types of colors, but I chose the black one. It's really big and poofy and cute, and you also get a really nice buff when you put on the bonnet as well. Another form of protective wear is the wrap scarf. They come in different colors but also different patterns, which I thought was neat. One thing that I did fail to mention is that you always have the option to remove scarf or bonnet by just clicking on the vanity bag again. But just like the hair tie mod, with the scarf, whatever color you click on is the color that'll change the hair to. So for example, if I clicked on pink, it would change my hair color to pink, but it would keep the same cheetah print scarf. But again, there's different patterns and colors for the scarf as well. The next function is maintain hair. Once you click on it, you'll have the option to style hair, and they'll just have rollers and pins in your hair. And again, just like the hair tie mod, if you click on a certain color, it will turn your hair that color, but I chose black because my sim's hair is of course black. It's really cute. The pins and the rollers look so realistic and I love it. There's so many different functions to this specific bag that I just thought was really well thought out. Everything is functional and works so well. I feel like Kiko Vanity definitely deserves their flowers for this one. Now let's move on to the last part of this mod. The next part of this mod is the Wig Prep Essentials by the same creator. You can access all of the essentials in the build by mode. Once you place this on a functional desk, table, or dresser, you will then be able to access all of the functions on this mod. It includes all the steps to a successful wig install. So as you can see, you have a lot of different options to choose from. The first step in any wig install is to prep the natural hair. Once I click that option, it's going to transfer you to CAS, so you can then change the hairstyle to a braid down or whichever hairstyle you would like, but the braid down does come with this mod. It also comes with a wig cap hairstyle option where you can change the color of the wig cap to match your Sim's skin tone. I thought this part was really well thought out. It's honestly amazing how much thought was put into this mod. Once you select whichever prep you would like, whether that's just a braid down or also with the wig cap, you can then go back to live mode and continue the next steps of the install. The next step that I did was style baby hair, but looking back, I don't know if I should have did that second or last, but you know what, YOLO. It doesn't really matter because the animation for this specific function is probably top 5 in the most realistic animations that I've added into my game. This mod in general has a lot of step-by-step realistic features that I feel like everybody should have in their game. And one thing that can make or break a mod for me is whether or not it comes with realistic buffs and notifications, and this mod does not disappoint. If it's your Sim's first time installing a frontal wig, as soon as you click that melt lace button, you will get a buff. My Sim got a negative one and she was embarrassed because her lace was not melted, and I will put more potential buffs that you can get on this screen. The animations that this mod comes with, guys, I cannot emphasize it enough. They are literally amazing. The last and final step is to apply the lace band, and you also have the option to make any lace problems disappear with that same function. And as you can see, lace wear, like, you cannot tell me that is not my Sim's real natural hair, boo. And then again, you will get a buff. Again, overall, this mod is a 10 out of 10. All of the functions from the first part to the last part, it's honestly amazing. Even if you guys don't wear wigs in real life, you need to have this in your game, you guys. It's all about that diversity and functionality and inclusivity. But that pretty much wraps up that mod and today's video. Last video, I did not leave you guys off with a closing message. So today's message is, no matter how many times you fall down, you have no idea how many opportunities you're missing out on by quitting. If you haven't already, please make sure you click that like, comment, and subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. If you haven't already, please make sure you click that Linktree link so you can access things like my Discord and my Patreon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. CASwCOY signing off.